in AD 2024. Stream was beginning.
What happened?
Somebody set up us the stream. Wicked Finland.
What? Main screen, turn on. It's you.
How are you, gentlemen? All your stream are belong to us. You are on the way to entertainment.
What you say?
You have no chance to more make your time. Ha 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 ha. Captain,
Take off every meme. You know what you doing. Move, chat. For great fun.
Morning. Hello. Hi. I still need to tinker with my stuff. You know, to get the camera looking fine. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. I know it's a little bit late starting, but so am I. I was late starting today. My brain has barely woken up, which is fine, I guess. I mean, I am that too, so... get it out of your system, guys, okay? And Chaos, thank you very much for sponsoring the citizenship to a wonderful Theron. And Theron, do enjoy some twitching without ads. Thank you. But yeah, today, the plan... Also, hello there, La Collection. Or, based on the icon. John? Let me see. See, I recognize icons and shit.
More where that came from.
Wait, is Twitch banned? At your work? Or is it just that you think the app sucks? I mean, both are completely understandable. It just ain't stable there, okay. No, work banned Twitch, kind of. That was my question. And, yeah, so today... we have basically 3 goals, 2 of which are basically the same. We're meant to go to Dark Bramble to look for the vessel with which the Nomai arrived to the solar system, and the escape pod. And I'm assuming we're gonna have to find...
Of course!
Find the escape pod using the sensor thingy, which then will lead us to the vessel. I'm assuming that is how we're supposed to do that. Therefore, I'm counting them as the same objective. And the second one is doing all of the things at the Quantum Moon, since now we know all of the quantum rules. So those are basically the things we have to do. How you doing, Mill? Other than that, I don't really know what else we could do. So, let's get into it and figure out what we're doing.
Get on my horse, I'll take you around the universe and all the other places.
That sounds delightful, Mel. That's so nice.
Shut up, woman, get up my horse.
Speaking of naps, one of the best no, it is the best comment so far that I've gotten on YouTube is has been, wait, Finn's 40? Finn has kids? Yeah, I do. I am aging. I've also enjoyed the game I'm playing for the next video immensely. I mean, the gameplay is fine, but there are a lot of other stuff that is pretty great about it. That definitely make it worth the video. There's just one problem I'm having currently, and I mean, exactly, Shan, all of the dad jokes should have made it clear. Wolfman's got nards! Yes, hello YouTube from Chaos Herald on Twitch. And everyone else. Now my brain froze completely again. I was supposed to say something, and I completely forgot. Yeah, that too. But yeah, there's just one problem I'm having, which is, you know, those who are on Discord know about this thing, because I came up with one of the most unfortunate phrasings that a game could have in 2025. And obviously my idea was then to make a joke about what Israel is currently doing. Yeah, my problem is that it is probably too spicy for YouTube. And I'm kinda thinking that it's probably gonna get flagged by the... Because I asked around a little bit. I asked around a little bit about people who should be in the know. And I was made to believe that I would be lucky if I get the yellow restricted sign. But considering the geopolitical situation, it is very likely that it's going to get completely restricted from ads. Because the phrasing is indeed very unfortunate, and directly linking that with Israel is currently not something the United States likes to happen. And, you know. So I have a backup solution. At this point, Theron, probably. Yes, Bannon, and, well, because there was this one clip that I wanted to link with the IDF. Not that clip, but this clip.
SEALs are on their way. We'll leave the final solution up to them. Over and out.
So you can probably understand why it might be moderately spicy. Just, you know. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to go just... There's the tower shard. There you are. Now I have the photo. Never mind, I don't. That could have gone better. I mean, Bannon, that's exactly what Shan said. It just feels like, you know, when the whole thing was basically created as a when your beginning starts from a white supremacist perspective, it's kind of difficult to escape from that, you know. Because one of the interesting bits that a lot of people don't even really know about is that the initial Zionist groups weren't even particularly religious. They were just, you know, more of ethno-nationalist nature. And it hasn't really changed much since then. So where's the tower? Tower! Where are you? Because I don't... Ah, there we go. Because I'm thinking if we can move this to the North Pole while we're inside it, because we clearly can't pass some of the obstacles inside. We still seem to be in the same position, though. Whoa, hello. But now we're on a different planet. But we're on the same position on the moon around a different planet. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we can A, get to the North Pole, and also move the tower to the North Pole. Now the real question really is, how do we get to the North Pole? Is it... No, I don't wanna touch that. This one we read, right? Because this is really the problem, that all of this goes into the fog, which then leads me to believe that I can't go over it without losing sight, which means the whole thing is gonna, yeah, do exactly this. And now I'm stuck. God, my speed isn't even changing, really. Like, holy shit. Okay, I want to throw myself in the sun. I'm doing my best to do that, but it's taking a fucking while. Whee! Oh yeah, we've been to the sun station. But yeah, I was about to go to the second thingy about the spicy joke, which is there are some positives about controversial jokes. Because, you know, it can drive traffic, so... And what was that? Paddle Rock. There we go. So I'm wondering if there's a specific planet around which it has to be where we can get onto the North Pole. But yeah, one of the problems is that we can't enter landing mode, because that takes away the photo. Which makes landing a little bit precarious. hey, I landed on a person. Nice. That's exactly another reason why, just outside of the monetization issues, I've been reconsidering that joke, because let's be completely clear. It's 100% US politics. Because it is after all a proxy state. I don't think there is a way. Because what's currently happening in Palestine, the US could stop it within a couple of weeks. And that is a fact. But they've chosen not to. Because Israel is an important destabilizing force in the region, which allows them to, you know, keep the surrounding states from banding together, disrupting the oil, all that stuff. Now, they have far less power to do that, Shan. Because the only reason why Israel is capable of doing what they're doing is because US keeps supplying them with the weapons to do what they're doing. They are 100% reliant on weapon shipments from the US, unlike Russia. So if the US actually wanted to stop what's happening, all they need to do is say, well, no more guns for you. But because that hasn't happened, so goddamn, the tower's gone again. There we go. And Theron!
Hello.
you
Hey,
for
is
the
this
best,
Wild Bill
America.
for America?
Yes, it is.
Let's get drunk and get butt naked and have adult fun.
I'm having trouble understanding you.
I do have a Trumpster by butthole challenge. If you think you can prove you got a virgin butthole, step up to the podium.
Mister, do not call me back. I don't care to put up with your
I
BS.
can't take photos in here.
Fuck you, Wild Bill.
Bob.
Oh, I can. Sorry. Now, I can leave that in place. But the question still remains, how can I get to the North Pole or the Quantum Moon? Because in every place it seems like All of the pathways go like that. I have an idea. What if I don't fix the tower's position? But I fix the planet's position while I'm inside of the tower. Or well, the moon's position, sorry. Could I do that? And could I perhaps in that way move around... instead of moving it from one planet to another, could I move it... No, it didn't move anywhere. I'm still in the same position. Uh-oh. I want to check that that one. Am I stuck? Now here we have a big mystery on how to get to the North Pole. I mean, once we get to the North Pole, I'd assume it's easy to move the tower there, but just, you know, basically rolling around until it's there. But the question is, how do we get to the North Pole? I have another idea. I think we have to go around different moons, then move it from between position to position within that moon, and then teleport to another moon, letting us be in a position that is not accessible from one position on another moon. Like, for example, now the tower was there. But what if because this position was inaccessible from brittle rock, as we can see from our steps. But what if we go there now? Because now we're in a different area that wasn't accessible before. So I'm pretty certain we're gonna have to use this to find a place on a moon that has access to the North Pole. Let's see, can we... Since we can get the shuttle there, can we get the tower there? Yes? Okay, this is pretty close to the North Pole. Now this one had that going all around, okay? So I don't think, if this is the right thing, it's not the Bramble, it's not, what the fuck was that name again? The Water Planet. And again, I'm not at all sure if this is at all correct. I mean, from this position, yeah. Let's see, how was it here? Home sweet home. I'm quite excited we've figured out a thing. I mean, we can just get it back here, so no need to keep a photo of it. Absolutely no idea, Shan. Which leads me to the question, do we need to fly? Hello? I think we're gonna get sucked out. Somewhere. Hello? Who are you? I'm Solanum, a Nomai. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and we now call it home. There is a fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the star system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility, but what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. Can you explain me? I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however. Perhaps you came from another star system, as my clan originally did. So I don't think they know. Does he know how much time has passed? I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. We are on the moon. Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the quantum moon's surface does now while at the eye. From this we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural status as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given that the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. The same way the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually became quantum too. Did I put you? Explain. I'm on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. All Nomai in my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. These are the 2 tenets of Nomai philosophy. To seek out and understand is our way of living. This is the quantum moon where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting the other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. We are orbiting the eye of the universe. Although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it, the eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around the star system. I wonder, how long has Solanum then been here? Well, guess we can't lose much because Okay, so we just entered back at the South Pole. So if we can't get to the eye through the moon, I think the coordinates and the vessel now make sense then. We have to find the vessel. We have the coordinates to the eye. Our purpose is starting to be clear. You know what that effect meant? Because we've seen it before. That meant we were really far away. But yeah, Bramble it is. So, this is what I'm assuming we have to follow. Also, did I say thank you for the Bob, Theron? I think I did, but I already forgot because I'm so engrossed in all of this. But regardless, thank you for the best American and for the support. It is very much appreciated. And that's exactly why we need this signal scope for the distress beacon. Because that allows us to find the portals, which lets us avoid the lantern fishes. Come on, Barbie, let's go, Bramble. Ha ha ha, yeah. Whoop, like... Hit the thingy. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Okay, oh, there's the entry. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage, or more probably, await rescue. Circa, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. I mean, yeah, because this escape pod tried to leave the vessel, so obviously. And this is an emergency escape hatch. Let's blow it out. And I'm assuming these are the things we need to follow to find it. But I'm still gonna read all the things. There's a new problem. Our equipment is detecting 2 distinct beacons from the vessel. But it isn't possible for the vessel to be in 2 different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already. Din, the vessel's beacon, is quickly fading. Soon it'll be gone and we will be lost. We'll follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose the beacon is false? We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther one. The decision's made. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. So yeah, they left light sources too. Scanning external environment. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Life support error. Propulsion error. Life support error. Multiple collisions. Altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage detected. And I'm just making sure. Whoop. Now, one moment. I mean, yeah, it does feel like we are reaching an end of our mystery. Like, we've even met a living Nomai who's lived God knows how long on the Quantum Moon. I wonder how little time has passed for them. That was unfortunate, but also to be expected. I know exactly what we're gonna have to do here, but I'm still gonna read the thingy. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to the place, but now we can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon still faintly emitting from within the thorny seed, yet the opening is too small for even a single nomad to fit through, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through there. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems to be able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel, and still so far from it, is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we'll be unable to hear it. There is nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. Well, that was a shitty ending. But for us, we now have a way. For fuck's sake. Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, it was still there. Fuck. I feel like I have to just blast through, listen to horns fell, and just blast that ass. Lilu Dallas multipass my ass up there. That is true, JB, because a horse could take us anywhere.
Get on my horse, I'll take you around the universe and all the other places too.
You'll find that the universe pretty much covers everything.
Shut up, woman, get on my horse.
Exactly. Thank you. JB, Shan gave you a horse. That is true. Unfortunately, we don't really have that kind of a YOLO button as far as I know.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
Stupid brambles. I do wonder if it's just that red dot. Let's actually go check it out. It is that red dot, but that doesn't really help us immediately because... Oh, for fuck's sake! I didn't even crash unusually hard. Because we still... Yeah, exactly. We need to send the scout. No, fuck, wrong button. I'll be honest, I'm feeling the need to pee, which is making this more difficult. Again, that didn't quite work. No, that was not a success. I'm doing one more test and then I do have to go for a bio break. They were supposed to be blind, right? I don't know how that helps us. Because immediately when we go through that, one of them gets aggroed. And I'm wondering if it's because Exactly, Shen. Either that or using the ship as bait. And us jumping out on our own. I mean, that's the thing. I am currently unsure, but I have ideas. We could try a lot of things. I mean, I wish we had guns. But some fuckers apparently used up basically all of the metal on our planet. Assholes. Hello there. I mean, considering everything about the game is about information. I had a feeling there had to be a reason why we were told that they are blind. Now to find a way in. How did you enter this thing? Looks like it was built by Starfleet and elves working together, so... Vulcans. Is that a passageway? Probably. I wasn't sure if it was just damage or if it was also a passage, but it is. Both. I'll be honest, I haven't really flown close to any hookers. Sometimes I've thought about it, but never really got into it. Ah. I think I understand this now. We have the symbols. We have the symbols. Oh, okay. Recognize this one. Because I do. This is Eskel's vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from inside itself. We're abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or a spaceflight capable species receiving the message, I implore you, we need your help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel's dying. We need immediate assistance. So we need power. We have seen a power core. We need the coordinates, which we have, which we need to then input into that system. And then I'm assuming we can... Okay. I know fucking exactly what we have to do now. I know exactly what we're gonna have to do now. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. The problem I'm having is time constraints. Because we can't get to the power core that quickly. I know exactly what we're gonna have to do. But I'm also gonna do one thing, which is write these coordinates down. They're working in a hexagonal way. And then I want to do a test. Very true, Chaos. Hexagons and strife, hexagons and strife, hexagons and strife. So we gotta get the power core. We gotta get the power core here. Insert it there. We're gonna have to activate this system. It's gonna allow us just from a stationary position. Okay, good. We're gonna have to insert the coordinates, input them, I don't know in which direction this has to be in. Then I assume we're gonna do this. After which we have to do something, but for whatever it is, we need to have power, which we don't have. I don't know what else we could do at this point. Exactly, Bannon. Why was it, by the way, that every movie had to have, like, a power cube at one point? So how far in the cycle are we? I mean, I know why movies need to have a MacGuffin, but why was it always a cube? I mean, fair enough, Pizza. Okay, yeah, that. So technically we could spend the starting minutes sending the scout there. So we don't then have to send the scout when we actually go to the ship. Because we also then have to get to and from the Ash Twin. Hello, Funk Life. Oh, it's going behind the sun. Okay, I think I might crash into the sun now. Yeah, because at this point, pretty much anything would be a walkthrough or a spoiler. Because we have to get now, which was this planet's one? It was one of the dual towers, right? Where are the dual towers? Have a good night, Theron. Thank you again for the support. I want to see... There, it's this broken tower. Right here. That's where we need to get. So we can then go from there to get the power source. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Okay, too close. My ship!
I would not call that a success.
I mean, I was just here to check where we need to go, basically, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Okay. Yes, Sean? Sure. I never said I'm good at flying, okay? What I do know is we can't really do anything this cycle. I have a plan. But I'm not gonna pause the game because I really need to pee. And then we're gonna see the end of the cycle once I come back. So, I will be right back. All right. So I'm just wondering how long it will take. How long it will take for the towers to be revealed so we can actually teleport to the location from where we can get the energy thingy. That's the bit I'm wondering. Bannon, I wasn't thinking about flying into them, okay? I'm waiting for the music. Fuck it. That's faster. I mean, fair enough, Bannon. It could have happened by accident. if I was in control. So I have the coordinates written down. And now we have multiple things to do. And limited time to do it. So now we have to go to Equator. First I'm gonna go to the twin. I want to know how long it takes until the towers are visible. Not at all, Shan. our slow run fucking about exploring the ship took, what, 11 minutes? I'm sure we can be much faster. And now knowing what we have to do, and knowing we don't have to explore there, just shoot the fucking, because, for the, but yeah, that's what I mean faster, because what we need to do for the first time is basically just shoot the probe and leave. So we can then, when we come back, we just have to fly directly into the red thingy without going through the maneuvering. Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, okay. Considering how long it's taken and even the tops aren't visible yet. Let's reset and go do the prep. Then come back here and hopefully the towers are gonna be starting to be visible. Because it's already taken so long that I feel like we could pretty easily do the round trip. I mean, that's the easiest way to reset, okay? I do have one question that I want an answer to. Yeah, it does stay there even if I... even if I leave. Good, 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 good. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're not retaining too much momentum though. But we're gonna have to go past some of them. Then blast off. Ah, fuck! This is the part that I'm the most unsure about. You know, the how to retain the most momentum so we can reliably get past those. Or is it just always the same and there's some other way that we have to do things? Oh, for fuck's sake, I pressed my mute button and it counted as sound. Okay, so now I know that that counts as making a sound. I will not do that again. Yeah, it kind of feels like that, Bannon. It does feel like that. Plus 1.7. Which part is broken? Something broken? What was broken? Where is broken? The hull. How do I repair it? Which part does it count as the hull? There. And now which was the exit we used? Was it that one, or does that take us back to the thingy? I think we flew through this and got into space. Yes, perfect. Too hard. Alright, now the towers are starting to be visible, which is good, which also means I can immediately pinpoint where I want to go. I'm gonna land close to right area, but hopefully far enough that it's not gonna take the thingy. But it's not yet revealed, so I can't get inside. Now can I? I can just... okay. This seems like the perfect timing. Assuming we can already get into it from this cycle. It might be that we're gonna have to wait for the next so the thingy is visible. Unless it gets visible. It does seem to perfect. But this is the first moment when we can get into where we want to go, anyway. So it doesn't matter. So we have even with this plan, we have at least a minute of prep time already as extra. Which is good. Oh, almost punctured my suit. It's kind of fun that we're now getting the end music. Despite there being a lot of time in the cycle, and I'm assuming it's because, if we've understood it correctly, once the sun now goes supernova, it wouldn't loop. Wait a second, can we immediately go into the red? We can! That makes this even faster. Now comes the question, what are the positions of... What the fuck? Okay. Here's another problem. The anglerfish have now changed positions because we lured them out of their initial positions. So instead of going into the red... Also, we're now dead, because there is no loop. The end. Okay, but... The idea is sound. We just have to do one different thing. Which is... Instead of going into the red thing, we're gonna have to try and find a way out. Or actually, fuck that. With the amount of time we have, I don't think we even need to prep, to be honest. We can just chat around. I'll actually check one thing. Because I posted that one poll, which I'm excited about. I want to see what it's saying right now. Lisa Suit Larry is still winning by 4 votes. I hope it stays that way. Because I want to see Mono play Lisa Suit Larry. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Because it's... well, it's Lisa Suit Larry. And especially if Mono plays the original version. Because it has a very interesting copy protection, basically. Well, it's not actually copy protection. It's age verification. It's age verification asking about things that an American adult in the mid-80s would have known. Was it the early 90s? Wait, how fucking... when did... wasn't that the time of the remake? Yeah, 80s. 87. So mid-80s. Yeah, the VGA version came in the 90s. Yeah, considering it was released in 87, which means the questions are about mid-80s. But it's still not 90s. And it's definitely not early 90s. It's kind of funny also that a lot of... pretty much these days, yeah, JB. It's kind of funny though how Lisa Suit Larry, it's one of those games that a lot of people love and then a lot of people absolutely loathe it. But still there are at least 3 different releases of the first Lisa Suit Larry. Because there's the original EGA version, then there's the point-and-click VGA version, and then there's the... was it in 2010s? The Lisa Suit Larry Reloaded. Yeah, I've never played Laura Bow. Well, my first Sierra game was even worse. Because I played King's Quest. Okay, the ship's not terribly far away. I mean, I was way too young when I did originally play Larry. Let's be completely honest. I'm wondering if we can get into safety in this cycle. Yes, we can. I remember, because we got a lot of totally legal games. Through my dad's work acquaintance. And Leisure Suit Larry was the first game that I remember my mother being, "What the fuck are you playing?" Because she came into the room at the point when my big brother had gotten the first jumpy censored bar. I didn't, of course, understand what the fuck was going on. I just knew that mother didn't like the game. Okay. Whoa. Ooh. And I again almost jumped directly into a fucking prickly goddamn cactus. Yeah, there should be more than enough time. And in addition to that, if we get the vessel to the eye, then whatever we have to do in the eye, we probably have as much time as we need, because it is most likely outside, considering the moon was as well, it is most likely outside the supernova. So we shouldn't even reset. We just have the time. I mean, but the supernova could still kill us if we were close enough. Perfect. I just gotta get around that fucking floating thingy. Line myself up properly. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get as much speed as I can.
You want a fishy?
Not particularly, Zigonet. Not particularly. Now touch absolutely nothing until I'm at least 1.7 away from the scout. Perfect. I am quite excited to see where this is still going. Now I'm gonna get the coordinates ready. Whoa, we got gravity. Oh, the game is actually showing us the coordinates now. Didn't have to write them down. Okay, what the fuck was this then? I have no idea. Let's see if there's any new information up on the board. To any Nomai clans whose vessels can hear this message, it's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now, so my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the Gloamin galaxy, we've found the Blackrock suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, no, you will be on your own. Kana, we're making our way to you. It is good to hear from you, Bromi. We'll catch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of Eskel. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day Eskel's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. That's no myth, friends. Eskel's clan existed, and their story was real. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true? It was a very long time ago, but yes, my clan's ancestors searched for Eskel's clan for a long time, but in the end none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel's disappeared this way. Issup, I hope you aren't comparing Eskel's story to my clan's vessel. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Not yet we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the Bright Spark star system exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet you soon, Canna. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, I remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is most of them now. And this was the distress beacon then. Wait, Eskel's vessel did... So this is... Now I'm very confused. But then how is the data in the vessel? I don't know. I'm very confused about everything. That's the part that confuses me the most about this game, is the aspect of things being recent but also not. But I would say we have found the eye of the universe. Where things exist and also don't exist. Yeah, so those were transmissions of other Nomai. Long after this, that the ship just recorded. Whoa, hello. I mean, yeah, Chaos, that's what the GOG free games go for. To explore a solar system at the end of the universe. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Harthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. And all of the descriptions are different now. The radio tower in Timber Earth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite and housed some of the last ever photos taken of the entire solar system. Bornfels noticed a curious anomaly in one of the photos, but it ultimately went unexplained. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and exploded into a violent supernova. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter, that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. Bornfels' observations. This is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in the image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. And the image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the farther away the galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. But if it's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? let us take it all in. Hello. Bye. Huh. I mean, what else is there to do? That they do, Zikonets. That they do. Hello, Esker. Do you hear music? I do, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it. I do hear the... Ah. I need to, of course, look away so things slowly get broken. I can't, still can't fit. Can I fit through there? It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for the next part. We'll need everyone. No rush. Take your time. It might not even exist here. Across old bark. In the ancient blade. It's always dark. Oh, hello there. This is, moderately trippy. Now we also have a Noma in the crew. Oof. I don't like the anglerfish. They have to be in this fucking place as well. I think we've gathered them all now. So let's go have a chat. Not yet. A conscious observer's entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Sure. This song is new to me, but I'm honored to be a part of it. I mean, everybody else is playing. I'm just roasting marshmallows. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning, but I think the rules are about to change. I learned by a lot by the end of everything. The past is the past, but that's, you know, okay. It's never really gone completely. The future's always built on the past, even if we don't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. How long's it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? Really happy we're all here. You got a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. Tell you what, this has been really fun, and I gotta help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. This is the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? Sure. I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. I mean, that's what the creation of a new universe tends to be, Case. Well, that was fun. I still don't know really what to say about it too much. It was fun. Very interesting. But let's also be honest about one thing. We did figure out where the game was gonna go quite a while ago. But the fact that the end is in some aspects predictable doesn't take away from it, in my opinion. Fine, I guess it has been a while since I've done that. And from the ashes of the old, something new came. Not worse, not better, but different. Not forgetting the past, but not anchored by it. But what is life but enjoying some roasting of the campfire with friends in the forest? We have solved the mysteries of the universe, but the good time is achieved when you stop and smell the pine cones. Yeah, I do 100% understand why people are recommending this very highly. It is art. Because when you really consider the actual gameplay aspects, they are pretty simple. There's not... the gameplay doesn't vary. It is more about knowledge and the journey than the mechanics. Because not all games need to be mechanically special, in my opinion. Because there are other aspects to video games as well. And I think this one did what it set out to do very well. And it's 100% one of those games that you're not gonna get as much out of it if you already know what's going on. Because that is a part of the whole journey aspect of it. Because it is lacking in that gameplay aspect. So the main purpose of it is the experience, the journey, the how you end up interacting with the game. So if you already have prior ideas and knowledge about that journey, then it's gonna make yours less special. Or at least it's not gonna be... Well, okay, maybe less special is the wrong word, but you're not gonna get that first time special ever again. And if you have spoiled yourself some aspects of it, you have effectively removed your ability to ever have that. Which in and itself is already destroying something very special. Because you can never have that first time again. Unless you have head trauma. But then you're probably also going to be a different kind of person in any way. It very much was an enjoyable experience. 14.3 billion years later. Let me hide myself. But roasting of the marshmallows still remains, even though the fabric of the universe is completely different. With all of the planets being inverse with their own suns and I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I mentioned, that even though we kinda... How far back was it, like 2 streams ago we figured out where the game would end? In the creation of a new universe. But it was still... It was still not entirely sure at that point. I very much enjoyed it. It was fun. And, I don't want to taint that experience by starting something different today. So instead, I'm going to thank everyone. I'm hopefully going to be streaming this weekend. But for now, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna consider everything we've been through. Yeah, that's a good point, that's that we didn't really start the DLC either. I don't know. We'll see. I need to properly digest everything from this, because it was a good experience. But now I'm gonna go to bed. So thank you everyone so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining this journey. And until next time, Fintrovert, signing out.